On a quiet stretch of road just outside Brooksville, Florida, a giant is sleeping. Not the kind that roars, not the kind that moves. This one was never finished. A towering, headless brontosaurus, 30 feet of concrete and memory, stands half hidden in the brush as if it's been waiting for someone to come back and complete it. But no one ever did. And the reason why is where this story begins. To understand this place, you have to step back into a different America. One built on road trips, roadside wonders, and the simple magic of pulling over just to see something strange. The 1960s were alive with possibility. Families filled the highways, chasing sunshine and stories, and along those roads sprang up a new kind of dream, roadside attractions. Big, bold, unforgettable, and sometimes deeply personal. In Brooksville, that dream took root in the hands of one man, August Herwede. He wasn't a sculptor by trade, he was a painter, a former subway conductor, a man who had lived a full life before ever picking up concrete and wire. But in 1964, after losing his wife, something shifted. Grief has a way of carving out space inside you, and sometimes people try to fill that space with creation. For Herwede, that creation became a world of giants. On his property along Lake Lindsay Road, he began building. Not small things, not careful contained projects. No, he built life-sized animals. Elephants, lions, a woolly mammoth, dinosaurs. More than 30 sculptures rising from the Florida soil like echoes of another time. And at the center of it all, his masterpiece was meant to be a brontosaurus. 60 feet long, hollow inside, built with the idea that visitors could walk through it, climb inside it, experience it, not just see it. It wasn't just art. It was an experience waiting to happen. And in those years when dinosaurs were capturing imaginations across America, that dream didn't feel strange. It felt possible. But building something that big, alone, at nearly 80 years old, that's not just ambition, that's defiance. Day after day, Herwede climbed scaffolding, shaping concrete, layering wire, pushing forward toward something most people would never even attempt. And slowly, the giant took form. Its massive body rose first, its legs planted deep, its hollow belly waiting. But the neck, the head, the final defining pieces, they were still ahead of him. In 1967, high above the ground, working near where the neck would begin, he fell. There's no dramatic soundtrack to moments like that. No warning, just gravity and silence. The injuries were severe, and not long after, August Herwede passed away. His masterpiece left unfinished. If you stand here today, you can still feel it. There's no sign welcoming you, no parking lot, no polished entrance, just the quiet hum of Florida air and the sudden realization that something massive is watching from the trees. You step closer, and there it is, the Brontosaurus, headless, hollow, weathered. You can walk right up to it, close enough to touch the rough concrete, to trace the cracks where time has slowly worked its way in. The front, where the neck should rise, is gone. Whether it was never finished or simply surrendered to the years, it's hard to tell. Inside, darkness. Rainwater has come and gone, season after season, slowly wearing away at the bones beneath the skin, rebar peeking through like a skeleton remembering itself. It doesn't feel abandoned. It feels paused, like someone just stepped away for a moment. Over time, the rest of Herwede's creations disappeared. Sold, scattered, forgotten. But this one remained. Maybe because it was too big to move. Or maybe because something about it felt too important to erase. Now, it stands as something more than a roadside curiosity. It's a monument. Not just to what was built, but to what was left unfinished. And there's something quietly powerful about that. Because most stories we tell, they have endings. Clean ones, tied up ones. But this is what it looks like when a story just stops and somehow keeps speaking anyway. If you find yourself drawn to places like this, where history lingers in the quiet spaces, there's more waiting down these back roads. Stick around. There's always another story just off the map. So what do you do with something like this? Do you restore it? Finish what was started? Or let it remain exactly as it is, a frozen moment in time? The Brooksville Brontosaurus doesn't answer that question. It just stands there, waiting.